sorry to take up your time. I've got another one of those that is relevant but not exactly to the point. You indicated that you wanted to not be specific, so this is a general question. What testing and monitoring have you relative to heavy metals and silicon, crystalline silicate in the plant? In other words, or are you just going to open it up and allow all these individual projects to create whatever dust they want to create? So what kind of controls are built into your plan for testing and monitoring dust levels, contaminants, pollutants, heavy metals, and silicon, crystalline silicon? Or is that something that he needs to put in his work?
One of our, if I understood your question right, was like, will there be testing for something that might have an impact for a project? Is that correct?
Testing that might have a health impact
Yes.
on the community
Okay. The
for
legal,
a project.
yeah, the legal criteria that we as a staff and the bnrc will be going through is an evaluation of human health and environmental impacts on any proposed project. We have to look at those impacts as part of our analysis.
That's the proposal. Now, what is the ongoing follow-up testing plan and monitoring plan?
That would be determined based on what projects the governor ultimately approves for going to be funded. And if there's needed monitoring associated with the project implementation, that's part of what gets funded.
Okay, thank you.
Okay?
All right, with that, would someone like to make a motion on the task order?
I'd like to move that we approve the task order, again with my proposal that sentence 1, fourth paragraph, task 1, be changed to at the discretion of Greg and Carol, whoever wants to do it.
All in favor?
So meant.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. All right. And our last piece of business is to set the next meeting.
Madam Chair, I propose that we meet on May 22nd.
Before you get there,
Specifically for,
give you guys this list. We end up with,
well, this is going to be a little outside of that, but go ahead. So as I was saying, let's meet May 22nd specifically for, which is 2 weeks from tonight, specifically for the expedited grant proposal as proposed by Mr. Cecil of Butte Silverbow regarding the tree planting project. And, you know, I think we'll have the legal opinion by then that we need to proceed. I also think that the February 7th meeting, in my opinion, does qualify to meet for 30 days. So I don't see any reason that we shouldn't just expedite this as quickly as we can if it's the will of the council that this is something we want to recommend. I would have one more question for that, I guess, for Carol too. When is the next trustee council meeting?
There's not a schedule.
There's not a schedule, so I think 2 weeks will be fine. I think it's worth our time to meet in 2 weeks and give the staff time to get things organized. And the county now has answered specific questions in regard to expenditures and everything that the state needs and the energy needs, so I think we're ready to roll.
You have to have 30 days of public comment. You know, John handed out a proposal on February 7th. It was different than the expedited action of subject to your decision. We legally have to have 30 days of public comment, and that's why that process was developed.
And when does the 30 days start?
It starts when we get the
That legal
more
question.
detailed proposal. You've given the green light to
No, it's not my position, Carol, it's my opinion that this has been discussed in public forum, and that the council's discussed it twice now, that the original meeting happened on February 7th, and that it was involved in the whole scoping project from the community, and it's on this list. And I just think there's been ample opportunity for the public to show up here and discuss this. It's been discussed in our local paper, and with that, I just see that this season is really important, that every day that we delay, the growing season in Butte is very short, and I think that we can expedite things and do it legally, and that we can start the public comment period ASAP, and then before the trustee council meets, that 30 days will definitely be met to meet the legal requirement before any money is expended. So that being said, I think we as the council have the authority to set this agenda item, and I would recommend that we do so.
Don't we have to have 30 days of public comment posted a certain way, and then you need to make your decisions? Is that
The
correct?
process that you developed is that you would get to have the 30 days and see what that public comment is before you make a recommendation. Steve is basically, I think, proposing an amendment to what you approved, that you'll go ahead and make a decision before you've seen that 30 days, but by the time the trustees see it, there will be 30 days. That's an amendment to the process that you approved for these proposals. We ultimately, we get it out there for public comment soon, we'll have to have the 30 days, but you guys would be amending your procedures if you want to go ahead of that.
Well, and if I may, which you brought up, on page 14 of our document, exception for expedited actions, specifically in the first sentence says that we may add restorations that do not fit into the above process and schedules, and those things may be required for us to act upon. It's the first sentence in our exception for expedited action. So to such, I don't believe that what Steve's suggesting is out of line, because we actually put it in there to say that we have the capacity in our document to go around.
And what that first sentence basically is saying is, there may be some expedited things, and there should be a special procedure for them, and you guys develop a special procedure. You are going outside the normal process in that schedule already. I mean, ideally, you'd have all the choices before you deciding as a group. This one's going ahead, and that says there is some time to go ahead. You developed a procedure for that. Steve's asking for basically a change in how you follow that procedure. He's offered that we ultimately will meet the 30 days with the TRC. I agree with that. There's no way we'll get the TRC to meet that. So you guys have to decide if you want to basically change this and not have 30 days occur before you make the decision. But that sentence is just exactly what's happening here. This is going ahead of the 80-some odd ideas that.
Well, Madam Chair, I just say that that's what expedited means. I think this is worthy of being expedited. I think it's a worthy project that's been very well vetted. And I guess I would put that in the form of a motion that we include that on an agenda item to happen at 6 p.m. on May 22nd, 2012, and that this be the only agenda item on that.
Second. Now, let me make sure I understand what you're saying. So you want to meet in 2 weeks to forward the plan to the TRC without the 30-day comment?
It's my opinion that the project as described, that it's going to meet the 30-day requirement for us since the original meeting happened in February, that it's been well vetted and well noticed, and that people